You may know that I'm a Scoutmaster, and you also may know the Boy Scout motto is be prepared. Well, it seems like, unfortunately, lately there's just more and more stuff we need to be prepared for. So the folks at Blue Force Gear have created this very compact micro trauma kit filled with absolutely essential high quality items that could help you save yours or somebody else's life. That's what we're going to take a look at coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. And if you stick around to the very end, I'll tell you how you can have a chance to win your very own micro trauma kit from the folks at Blue Force Gear. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So the folks at Blue Force Gear were kind enough to send me one of their micro trauma kits, and they got a couple of versions we're going to take a look at, and to sponsor this video. So anyway, we had an opportunity last year at SHOT Show to talk about their new micro trauma kit that came out, and I thought this is a really great idea because a lot of people carry first aid kits, and first aid kits are great, but they really are not going to do the job in a life-threatening situation, and that's not the purpose for first aid. This micro trauma kit is designed to provide you with just the essential stuff that you need to save somebody's life or your own, possibly. And you know, it's a shame that we have to think about you know, terrorism and mass shootings and stuff like that. But beyond that, just in everyday normal life. So those of us who go camping and hiking and back and playing with knives and guns and stuff, you know, there's just a great potential for injury there. Anyway, there's just a lot of reasons to have a some sort of trauma supplies with you beyond a standard first aid kit. One of the things I really like about the Blue Force kit was it was designed in conjunction with Travis Hall, also known as Doc T, who is a combat veteran, and he was a Special Forces medical sergeant. That gives him a very hands-on experience with dealing with this kind of stuff, with life-threatening trauma and how to treat it. I actually met Travis at SHOT Show last year and had a quick interview with him, but they just come out with this kit, and we really didn't have a chance to get my hands on it and play with it a little bit, so to speak. So anyway, this kit is available in basically 3 different configurations. It's available just the kit itself, just a pouch, which is pretty cool in itself, that you can put your own supplies in for whatever you want to do. It's also available with a basic content kit and an advanced content kit, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in just a second. Honestly, for me, the basic kit is going to be what I'm most comfortable with. The advanced kit is probably for people that are advanced as far as training goes. And we'll talk about that when we show the contents. But quickly, before we take you down the old stump top, it's available in 5 different colors. It's available in black, coyote brown, multicam, OD green, and this wolf gray. And it's also available in 2 different mounting configurations. It has a belt mounting configuration and a molly mounting configuration. The belt configuration, which is what I have, actually features adjustable belt loops that'll go anywhere from a regular belt all the way up to a 2-inch belt, and it's very good retention on this hook and loop here. And then it's also got these extra loops here that it goes through, and there's Velcro or hook and loop on the back of that to stabilize these here. So it's about 6 inches by 3.5 by about 2.5 inches when loaded. So, but it'll fit on your belt just fine. You can also mount this on a strap of a backpack or something if you want to do that, or just in a cargo pocket or whatever. So let me show you how it looks on the belt and talk about these blips here, which are ball-loaded index points, which give you a way to pull it out of there. Even if you're using one finger, you can catch it because it's just got little balls in there. It's a pretty cool idea. If your hands are cold or you're bloody or wet or whatever, you don't have to worry about gripping a flat strap. So just one example, I've got the belt, I've got it on the rear of my belt so I can reach it with either hand. Just to show you how easy this blip works, I'm going to use one finger, use my left hand because it's weaker, and just pull it out like so. When you pull it out, then it opens up to your contents. So now let's take it down the old stump top, show you what's in it. So here's the reassembled micro trauma kit with the basic contents. And let's just go ahead and pull these out here and show you what we got here. So first of all, let's talk about the pouch itself. It features the Ultra Comp laminate, which is this material here, which is a proprietary material, same here, from Blue Force Gear, and their 10-speed military grade elastic, which is like the same thing that my holster magazine carriers are made out of, and it's just really very strong. It just seems to not lose its elasticity. Tell you, I've been cramming magazines in that thing for 2 years in my magazine pouch, and it's not lost its elasticity. So one thing I like about this, it's got a removable or changeable inserts in it. So it's got like a cross cutout for your standard I guess, first aid or medical symbol, and then you can turn it to black if you want to keep a low profile and not really be high visibility, or you can just leave it out. Fortunately, it doesn't repel mosquitoes. And then it's also got a glow-in-the-dark, highly reflective insert for nighttime or any other use. So pretty cool there. As a Boy Scout, I'm probably going to leave the red one in just because that's kind of like the universal symbol for first aid, medical, so that takes care of that. On the back again, it's got the hook and loop belt loops, and then it's got the loops here. You could fasten this or zip tie it or whatever you want to a number of different ways to mount this. If you can see on the inside right here, it's got a little tab of a little bit of the Velcro type, the hook part, and then the back of the pouch has got a little bit of the loop fabric on it. So it just provides enough retention to keep it from sliding out, but it gives you enough. But it's not too much that you can't pull this thing out of here. And there's a little close-up of the blip, the ball-loaded index point, and it's just got a little ball inside there. And the fabric, this Ultra Comp laminate is already pretty tacky, but that just gives you a good way. You can pull it with your fingers, you can pull it with whatever. So, but that's the pouch, and then it's got some elastic in here and all tucks together. So let's talk about the kit now. The basic pouch with no kit in it is I think the retail on their site right now is about $68. So that's for this. If you want to load it for yourself and put your own supplies in it. With the basic supplies in it, this whole kit's $129. You know, I checked the prices on some of this stuff, and honestly, I think if you want to put the exact same stuff in here, it's going to be cheaper for you to buy it from them. I think they get a better deal on it. Not crazy, but I think just a better deal to buy the whole thing. So let's talk about what's in the basic kit. First of all, there is a TK4 tourniquet. Tourniquets are very, very important things, and I know a lot of people, there's a lot of misinformation out there in the world about tourniquets. The latest medical information is that unless you're more than like 4 hours from a hospital, a tourniquet is probably not going to cause you to lose a limb that would not have already been lost, but it can definitely save your life. And this is a really simple tourniquet to use, and there's some videos. So I'm probably going to do a separate video later about tourniquets, but this is the tourniquets in the basic kit. Next item in the basic kit is some new tactical is hemofiber technology. Basically, this is something that's going to create clotting and promote clotting in a wound that you can pack in a wound to hopefully a bad wound to keep from bleeding. Also includes a compression bandage, and what this is, it's you can actually use this to create pressure on the wound and keep people from bleeding out. So these two combined, you pack this in and put this on it to hold it in, it can do a good job of maybe stopping a pretty bad wound. Something that a lot of trauma kits don't include, it's got some frog tape. This is really high quality medical type tape that sticks to a lot of different stuff. You can see it's got some fibers in it, so it's not just your cheap plain basic surgical type tape. This is good stuff here. Finally, a pair of surgical gloves that are these are just a cut above and beyond plain cheap gloves. I use latex style gloves or whatever, you know, different, I don't know what they're latex or what, but in plumbing, and they tear and rip all the time. These are pretty stinking solid. I mean, stretch them out pretty good there. So there's that. So that is what's in the basic kit. Like I say, honestly, the basic kit is probably what I would recommend for most people unless you've had some advanced training. So, but there's that. Put that aside. Let's take a look at what's in the advanced kit now. First of all, like the basic kit, the advanced kit includes like 6 strips of frog tape, 9 inches long by 2 inches. Just really solid, good tape for taping up bandages or wounds or whatever. Includes another very nice surgical glove, and this one's kind of in a nice little package here, makes it a little more compact. And it includes some quick clot combat gauze, which is similar to what was in the basic kit. This again is it's got a clotting factor in it that is going to help the blood to clot in a wound. And then it has a trauma bandage, clear trauma bandage, which is again, it's sterile, it's vacuum sealed, and it's got some just basic instructions on the back. Basically, this is just to keep people from bleeding to death, right? And so these first few items, they definitely could be used by a basic user. As we move forward, we're getting into some more advanced stuff that you might need some special training to, you know, release stuff. So it features 2 chest seals, which are used for a sucking chest wound to hopefully allow somebody's lungs to reinflate if they've collapsed and they have a sucking chest wound, which is very common with gunshot wounds or knife wounds or even an accident. So 2 of those in there. And then they have a nasal pharyngeal airway, which basically this is something that you insert into a nostril, and it goes down into to maintain an airway, because that's one of the big things that people die from. You got to have air, right? So and this is not crazy advanced, but some people would think so. And then finally, this would be what I consider the most advanced item in there, or at least from a use standpoint, is a decompression needle. That's for somebody that's suffering from tension pneumothorax. And what this is used for, basically, it's just a big hollow needle that you literally insert into somebody's chest cavity and penetrate it, because if there's a wound in the chest cavity that has allowed air into it but it's closed up, it could cause your lung to collapse and pressure on the heart, and that can be a very fatal condition very quickly. So this is something definitely you need training to be able to use, because there's a certain place you have to basically stab this, or so to speak, push this into somebody's body, actually into their chest, and to allow air in. It's just like basically like putting a straw in there. It's a hollow needle. Again, in my opinion, that's for advanced users, and if you're going to attempt to use stuff like this, you really need training. So the cost for the pouch with the advanced kit is on the website is $200 straight up. So again, that may seem like a lot of money to somebody, but if it's you or one of your loved ones, and this has the ability to save their life, then it's going to be worth every single penny. Okay, so that was a quick look at the micro trauma kit from the folks at Blue Force Gear. Well, I think the folks at Blue Force Gear have done a really good job of creating a very compact, easily carryable way to make sure that you have the basic necessities that could possibly save somebody's life in a medical emergency. The premise behind this was to make it small enough and compact enough, and just so that anybody could have it with them at all times, and it's not going to be something that, well, I'll leave it today because it's too big. Again, for most people, I would recommend the basic kit, but if you're willing to get trained, or if you already have training, then the advanced kit is certainly a really good option as well. And it gives you a little more versatility in dealing with a couple of different types of trauma. But either way, I think this is a very high quality piece of kit that you may want to consider adding to your ability to be prepared for whatever life may throw your way. Oh, and I didn't forget, I know I said I was going to tell you how you can have a chance to win your very own micro trauma kit from the folks at Blue Force Gear. We're going to be giving away a kit with the basic contents, because I think that's what most people need, to one lucky winner. And here's how you can enter. There'll be a link right up here. There'll be one in the description. It'll take you to a page at survivalonpurpose.com where you can enter your name, email address, and I think your YouTube username. Just do that and follow the instructions. You'll have to confirm email and all that stuff. And then in 2 weeks' time, we're going to let it run for 2 weeks, and we'll pick one lucky winner. You'll be notified by email, so make sure you use a good email address when you enter, because that is how I will contact you if you win. And if you are the winner, you will be notified at that email address. We'll figure out how to get one of these to you. So good luck. Once again, I'd like to thank the folks at Blue Force Gear for sending me this so I can show it to you, and for sponsoring this video. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a new video every Friday and Saturday, and very often random videos throughout the week. You can check out a new one right here. If you're not subscribed, please click down in the corner and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.